fucking computer too. Okay, we are back. I am so sorry, guys. My streaming software just cut off, just like it did in the other room a few months ago when I was broadcasting in there. Remember, we'd just be live and it would just shut off. The exact same thing just happened. It's like someone took my mouse and clicked on end stream. It's psychotic. I don't get it. I don't understand what just happened to me. But here we are. I'll rewind the video a little bit.
Gesture in a manner likely to provoke a violent or disorderly response. Not only was Mr. Donner's conduct not likely to cause a public disturbance, as he was only speaking to Trooper Wingo, but, as we've discussed before on ATA, profanity is protected speech under the First Amendment, and citizens cannot be arrested for simply using curse words. For instance, in the 2000 case of Nichols versus Chacon, the West District of Arkansas determined that a police officer violated the First and Fourth Amendments when he arrested an individual under this same disorderly conduct statute for giving him the middle finger. The court concluded that although the gesture was inarticulate and crude, quote, it represented an expression of disapproval toward a police officer with whom he had just had a run-in. As such, it fell squarely within the protective umbrella of the First Amendment.
I'm always
and any
double shotting
action
that shit.
to punish or deter such speech, such as stopping or hassling the speaker, is categorically prohibited by the Constitution. In reaching this decision, the court reviewed a long line of Supreme Court decisions on the issue, including the 1987 case of Houston versus Hill. In this case, the court held that, quote, the First Amendment protects a significant amount of verbal criticism and challenge directed at police officers. Speech is often provocative and challenging, but it is nevertheless protected against censorship or punishment, unless shown likely to produce a clear and present danger of a serious substantive evil that rises far above public inconvenience, annoyance, or unrest. The court also noted that, quote, the freedom of individuals verbally to oppose or challenge police action without thereby risking arrest is one of the principal characteristics by which we distinguish a free nation from a police state. Given the well-established legal precedent protecting the right to use profanity and express disapproval of police officers, a court would almost certainly conclude that Trooper Wingo's actions violated Mr. Donner's constitutional rights.
You're under arrest for disorderly conduct, sir. Ooh. Come on. Take a seat. Please, calm down.
Now, right now, this vet should be thinking to himself, wow, this is totally unconstitutional. I'm going to sue this police department and I'm going to be a millionaire. That's what should be going on in his brain right now. And because he's a veteran, I wouldn't be surprised if he knows everything's on camera and he knows exactly all he has to do now is just ride along and go get a fucking lawyer. Let's see what happens.
Ma'am, there was no need for cussing me out. Until he can calm down and act like an adult, he's going to sit back in the car.
Let me explain to you. My husband has severe PTSD. Severe. He's a 100% disabled veteran. And he is cooking. That's why I'm here.
You going to talk to me? You going to let me talk or you going to interrupt me the entire time, ma'am?
I'm sorry.
Okay. Until he can calm down and act like a human being and stop cussing me out for no reason, so I'm trying to explain to him what happened. But he doesn't want to let me talk, okay? So do you want to let me talk or not?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay. Now. You gonna calm down or you gonna continue cussing?
I just want your badge number and your name.
You're gonna, I'm asking you a simple question. So you're gonna calm
Sure,
down?
I just want your badge number and your name. That's all I want.
Okay, well, I'm trying to ask you.
And I said, sure, officer.
Okay, well, you gonna continue cussing me out or not? Because that was that, and you're gonna say sure, then I'm not gonna have you sit out here and cuss me for no reason. There's no fit to, you're not incriminating yourself, sir.
Here, Trooper Wingo tells Mr. Donner that he doesn't need to invoke his right to silence because he's not being asked incriminating questions. However, the Fifth Amendment applies to a much broader range of interrogation than blatantly incriminating questions. An individual should exercise their right to remain silent in a variety of situations. In the 1951 case of Hoffman versus United States, the Supreme Court held that the right against self-incrimination, quote, not only extends to answers that would in themselves support a conviction, but likewise embraces those which would furnish a link in the chain of evidence needed to prosecute the claimant. The court also determined that citizens cannot be compelled to answer questions when they have reasonable cause to fear consequences from answering the question, or when it is, quote, evident from the implications of the question, in the setting in which it is asked, that a responsive answer to the question or an explanation of why it cannot be answered might be dangerous because injurious disclosure could result.
Do you know that I would literally have to take each one of those statements and go over them one at a time to understand any of that? I was completely lost when he read all of that. I don't know what he just said. The law is written so confusing that even someone with an above average IQ can't fucking keep up with it when you're reading it to them. That's the law. That's bullshit. I have no idea what that guy just said. I'm still fucking confused.
Similarly, in the 2001 case of Ohio versus Reiner, the Supreme Court determined that both innocent and guilty individuals have the right to remain silent during police interrogation because, quote, truthful responses of an innocent witness, as well as those of a wrongdoer, may provide the government with incriminating evidence from the speaker's own mouth.
What?
And that it is reasonable for an individual to fear that answering police questions might incriminate them. In this...
Wait, what? Again? What? He said just shut the fuck up. Right? Billy, right. Why don't they just say that? You have the right to remain silent, so don't say anything. That's the law. What's all this mumbo jumbo? This is garbage, man. This explanation. The people that wrote these laws are fucking idiots. Because I can't understand any of it. It doesn't make any sense to me. You know? And I'm sure if I took each one of those statements, one at a time, and I read through each one, I'd be like, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying here in 20 fucking words. Next statement. Okay, right, okay, I understand this. Okay, cool. I don't know why you use these stupid fucking words. Okay, next statement, you know? God.
This situation, answering even a seemingly innocuous question, such as, are you going to calm down now, could have caused Mr. Donner to unintentionally implicate himself. For instance, if Mr. Donner had agreed to calm down and stop cussing out Trooper Wingo, it could have insinuated that his conduct was unreasonable before he was handcuffed, and that he believed that his detention was justified. This is one of the many reasons that citizens should invoke their right to remain silent when police officers attempt to question them, as when an individual answers a question inexactly or incorrectly, it can be used to incriminate them, even when they are innocent.
Well, how do you feel, sir? I just want your badge number. I just want your badge number and your name.
Okay.
That's all I want.
Okay.
This is gonna end horribly.
I can't understand him. He's got a very thick accent, huh?
I just want him, I'm trying to get him to calm down. But he doesn't want it, he wants to continue yelling at me for no reason, okay?
They said he has severe PTSD.
I don't know if he has malicious intent. He's over here yelling and cussing me. Now I'm just trying to get his information and he wants to start yelling and stop in the middle of the road for no reason.
I understand, but he was freaking out because you hit our car. That's why he was upset, was because you hit us.
We are in the back, so he started cussing me out and I had to
Everything's good to go.
Yeah. He just wants to get on cuss me for no reason, so I got him out and put him in the back.
You good?
Yeah. Okay. I was
These
telling
guys
this
are young.
boy, I saw him riding my butt. I didn't even care. Car talked to him going
This guy's like 25 years old.
Turned around. When I went to turn around, he sat and hit. Yeah.
These are kids,
I
man.
had to turn around. I don't slam my brakes or anything. I hit my brakes, turn around. I do the ride my butt. So just turn around. Yeah. Turned around. And when I turned around, he starts laying on his horn. So I was like, okay. So you want to lay on his horn, I'll just pull you over and park the boat. So when I turned around, turned back around to come behind him, he moved straight over from the inside lane to the outside lane. goes straight over and just slams on the brakes. And I'm just trying to get behind him, and he slams on the brake. And I didn't even have my lights on at that point, but he just stops in the middle of the road.
Trooper Wingo recounts his version of events to a fellow trooper who
The software just stops. The software just stops. You know, I can't reboot my computer because when I try to reboot the computer, it tries to load the new version of Windows. And it won't do it. So it won't update. So then it tries to unupdate. It takes an hour. It takes an hour. I have to turn the computer off, reboot it. Sometimes it takes a bunch of reboots. You know, this system should be reporting back to them and saying, look, this computer right here is not accepting your fucking update. This is how the computer is set up. Fix your bullshit. You know, and those engineers over there at Microsoft, for some reason, they can't seem to figure out, you know, how to do an update anymore without crashing your freaking computer. Right, Orca? So both cops and lawyers can interpret it as they see fit. Right, Billy? Let's go back to that.
Capcam also shows that he did in fact turn on his emergency lights before the collision occurred. Finally, Trooper Wingo insists that Mr. Donner stopped in the middle of the road when Mr. Donner had clearly pulled into the right lane to yield to the police vehicle. What the video footage also shows is that Trooper Wingo started to make a U-turn without first getting into the middle turning lane. Then, when Mr. Donner honked his horn at him, Trooper Wingo turned back around to pull over Mr. Donner and ultimately slammed into Mr. Donner's vehicle when he stopped. Although Arkansas law does allow police vehicles to disregard traffic laws in some circumstances, they are generally required to follow the same rules of the road as everyone else. For example, Section 27-51-202 of the Arkansas Code establishes that certain speed limit laws, quote, do not apply to authorized emergency vehicles.
But let me just offer this. Let me just offer this. I agree with everything here. But I just, as on a personal note, why the fuck would you honk your horn at a fucking police officer? What was he expecting when he was following that police officer? And if he was following at a legit distance, you know, which is a 2-second rule, it wouldn't have been a problem at all. But he was obviously right on the cop's ass when the cop spun around, obviously. Why else would he fucking beep his horn at the cop? So think about that. Why beep your horn at the cop? Keep a following distance. When you see a police officer, yield to them. You know, people that hit their horn at other people, they need to chill the fuck out. They're road raging. And that shit's bullshit. You shouldn't be using your horn in traffic. You know, the horn is for, you know, when you're parked outside your friend's house and you want to let them know you're there, you go beep beep. You know, your horn is for if you're going down the road and somebody is on a bicycle or something, they're fucking crossing in front of you, you need to warn them that you're going to try to slam on your brakes and not kill them. That's what the horn is for. You know, it's not to signal other drivers that you don't fucking approve of their driving. Brian, you're right. The cop was totally in the wrong here. Total asshole. Total asshole. I'm just pointing it out. That guy shouldn't be fucking tooting your goddamn horn at a cop. And he's military. He knew better. You know, he fucking knew better.
Responding to emergency calls.
He was literally trained how to obey authority and forgot that when he was out on the road, that cop has authority. You know, that's big mistake, man. It could have gone way worse. Him and his wife could have been shot dead. You know, by that fucking psycho pig. So just remember that. Let the psycho pigs go around psycho. Don't fucking toot your horns at them, man. You know? Don't instigate this kind of thing. Because this is what's going to end up happening to you. I fucking hate pigs just as much as you do, trust me.
When the driver of the emergency vehicle is
Hey,
operating the
hey.
vehicle's emergency lights,
And Billy Ballantyne will agree with me when I tell you this. Me telling you that not to beep your horn at a cop in traffic is the best goddamn advice you're going to hear all day. Don't do it.
and is also operating an audible signal by bell, siren, or exhaust whistle if other vehicles are present. However, the statute also
Bro, when you come in here and praise one of my podcasts, you're not hijacking the topic at all. Oh, no. No, you're not hijacking the topic. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Let's do a bong rip for that compliment. Thank you, man. More of that, please. Thank you so much. Who was that, Matt? Thank you, buddy. Yeah, let's move on to some bong rips. Let's open blinds. It rained all night. It was so nice. Listen, I've got a plastic topped carport outside my window. My bedroom. And when I'm sleeping at night, I hear the raindrops on that thing. And it's the most amazing thing you've ever heard. It's so amazing. It made me want to move back to Florida. I was like, it never rains at night in fucking Florida, though. You know? But it does rain during the day. It rains right in the middle of the fucking day. Oh, man. I guess it rains occasionally at night in Florida. But, God, the sound of the rain hitting that plastic was so relaxing. And the dog, the dog's just all snuggled up against me. And, oh, God, man. The house is all warm. God, it was so nice. I was just like, God, this is fucking heavenly right here. I aggressively honk at cops so I can smile and wave. But don't do that. I have a mental disability record. Road rage is horrifying. Yeah, man. Road rage is horrifying. Cars are devastating weapons, you know. Okay, we got a warning from Carl the Moon saying that if Bitcoin drops, the lowest it could probably go is 41. I see on Ethereum, is that a reverse head and shoulders? No. No, it's not showing anything yet. Downward trend. Made a fresh cup of kafefe. Where's my kafefe? Yeah, I finished my kafefe. I need another cup of kafefe. I should only do 1 cup of kafefe per show. You know? That'd probably be healthier for me. I'm trying to cut back on things. You know? I'm down to 170 pounds. I'm like, I got on the scale this morning. I was like, motherfucker, I'm 170 pounds. I want to text all my friends this morning and just say 170. You know? Put that bitch on my Facebook. 170. I weigh 170 pounds. What? I weigh 170 pounds. Thank you. Thank you, Steve. I'll smoke to that. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabis isn't tis for all. It is 420 in Newfoundland. Cheers. What a pretty waterfall outside, isn't it? Yeah. Yep. Plant number 2, no seeds. On that one, I got lucky. I forgot to check it. Plant number 2. That's the one that gave me the sweat. I look great. Thank you, Matt. Happy 420, Thins. Watch my crypto trend graphs and candlesticks. Keep it up. You like that? Here, check this out. Peflau. We got that shit, son. I'll gladly show you the chart review, and we could talk about it. I can give you predictions. I could tell the UFO is almost at 50%, guys. I have no UFO. I do not hold any UFO. But it's at almost 50%. AVAX is 107. Storage is $1.69. Polkadot, Harmony 1, I always do that. Harmony 1 is 20 cents, guys. Harmony is back up to 20 cents. Phantom is $1.50. Eagled is 312. I bought it at 265. I told you guys, right? Solana's 186. VRA is almost 4 cents. Sandbox is up to $5.20. Matic is $2.16. Matic. $2.16, guys. Way over $2. Matic. Polygon. Matic. Moon River's 210. Atom. Cosmos, $23. Vet, 8 cents. Scale, 21 cents. Link, $19. Engine, $2.52. I am not doing good on Engine right now. My last purchase of Engine was like around the $4 range or something. $4.20. Engine is way down from where I got it at. So remember, Engine should be over $4.20. Right now, Engine is at $2.52. So I can't sit and applaud for Engine. And I'm sad. Eagle is soaring, morning nay. The fasting and cutting back on carbs has helped my energy stay level through the day, not feeling like I need naps anymore. You love that, Matic. I need to get me some. Yeah, I'm not really fasting anymore. Started out doing that, and it cuts weight really fast. But what I did was I cut out sugar. That's it, man. I cut out sugar, and I'm still ingesting way too much. Last night I had 5 fucking Oreo cookies with some milk. I did a little, my little cheat thing. Oh God, it was good. I haven't had Oreo cookies in fucking forever. 5 of them. Dipped them in the milk, man. Watched a fucking stupid B-ass movie, on Amazon Prime for free. Oh, I was such a fucking lush last night. Fucking recluse. Whatever the fuck I was. I don't know what the fuck I was. Whatever the word, I was reckless, and I had 5 fucking Oreo cookies. That was my cheat. What else do we got here, guys? We got Ethereum is at $4,000, almost $100. The Ethereum's back up. Polkadot is at $27. Algo's $1.45. You get good interest on Algo. Good, that's APY. But you know, better API now over at Celsius, of course. So, Oreos are delicious. 5 cookies isn't too bad. I do honey in my coffee. Oreos are dangerously good. The mint Oreos are fire. Got a negative COVID test. Good, Karen, good. Peanut butter Oreos. My cheat is Starbucks Venti Java Chip Frappuccino. Your cheat is the Frappuccino. Fuck yeah, bro. My cheat is really running to 20 miles from here to go get fast food at McDonald's or Burger King. I haven't done that in weeks, if not months. But last night it was the Oreos. All right, I'm going to refresh the chat, guys. Just to get the chat number, because it's... You tested negative for... Did it say Gouda? I missed that. I missed the last word, bro. What was the last word on that? Oh my God. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Nay's Garden. I broadcast to 15 channels across the internet. For those of you who don't know, if you're watching me on one of those channels, make sure to subscribe to all of them. There's like 24 YouTube channels. Most of them are called Nay's Garden. I'm also on Facebook under the name Ben Shader. I'm also on Twitter under the name Nay's Garden. Instagram at Nay's Garden Show. TikTok at Nay's Garden Show. I will be putting up from time to time charts. And if you follow TikTok and you want to know what's going on, you want to set your Bitcoin notifications at $53,000. That is where Carl the Moon says he's setting his millions of dollar long purchase. Ebola. Also tested negative on a pregnancy test. I'm good. Slow motion duck lips, bro. Duck lips. Duck lips. Duck lips. It's the best clap. The slow motion duck lips clap is the best clap. My cheat is Taco Tuesdays. I stuff my face with about 10 little tacos. 10 little tacos. I like how you said that. It sounds like a song. 10 little tacos on a Tuesday. I got 10 little tacos on a Tuesday. It's a great song that I love. Orca says, hey, Karen, I tested positive for being awesome. Yeah, you did, Orca. Yes, you did. Yes, you did indeed. Trendy Orca. Testing positive for being awesome. He's very awesome, bucks. Very awesome, bucks. So you guys want to hear some more of these synthetics, guys? Is $5.24. Remember, it was $4.90 or shit like that. And I told you, get synthetics and go hold it over there at Celsius. Yeah. Crypto.com is 56. It's going to go up to 60 really fast. You guys want to get 4 cents really quick on something? Go put $1,000 on Crypto.com and watch it go up 4 cents. Boom. Crypto.com is 56 cents. Sushi is $6.14. Way up. Flocky is 1. So Flocky's way down. Saitama is 4. Saitama is up. Cardano is $1.30. You get Cardano anytime. It's not exciting right now. It will be one day. Long-term investment. If you want to put something down, it's a good time to get Cardano. It should be up there with fucking Matic at over $2. Okay? And I know that when I see Cardano down to $1.30, if somebody's interested in buying some, hey man, I would fucking totally get it. Cardano. ADA. ADA. Cardano. Litecoin is 154. Okay, now check this one out right here. BitTorrent. BTT. All right? BitTorrent is 002 right now, guys. Nate, how's your portfolio performing overall so far? Hopefully positive return on investment. I'd love to show you, so hold on a second, Fins. I'll show you my estimated, and this is underestimated because I make APY that is not tracked. Right? Here. Now remember, we're in a market dip right now, so be kind. Be kind to me. Okay? We're in a market dip. Everybody knows. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. I'm waiting for it to load. Give me a second. Okay. My 24 hours is insane, bro. But here, let me show you my my all-time. All right, this is my all-time profit. Remember, like I said, be gentle. There you go. There's my all-time profit. 2.3%. I've made, in all the money I've invested, I've only made 10,000 bucks. If I got out of crypto right now, I'd walk with $10,000. 551.29 cents. That's estimated. Plus the thousands of dollars of APY that I'm making right now. So there's you could add a little bit more to that. Plus, I've got investments in stocks that are not listed here, totaling under $20,000. But that's in negative. That's negative 1,200 bucks right now. Buy the dip, then hodl. I learned that shit from the Naster, dude. Thank you. That is it, bro. Buy the dip, then hodl. I am copy. Dude, I'm putting you up on my Twitter, bro. Hashtag Loudcast. Hashtag Livestream. Hashtag Podcast. Quotation mark. Control V quotation mark. Delete. Delete. Then tweet. Loudcast live stream. Do you guys like those? Loudcast live stream. I want to change the name of the show to Loudcast live stream. Live stream. Or live stream loudcast. Live stream loudcast. It's hard to say. Loudcast live stream's easier to say, but let me write it down. Loudcast live stream is live now. No, not live stream, live scream. Okay, let me try it again. Loudcast, I'm high. Live scream is also live now. Live scream. Now, should it be with a capital S? Tweet that shit. There we go. Tweet that shit, son. Hey, positive is positive. I'm still learning myself, trying to start out with dollar cost averaging as my strategy. Look. I always say, don't ever dollar cost average, man. Only buy the dips. Fins, don't make that mistake, man. You don't just buy when you have cash. That's dollar cost averaging. You make some money, oh, put a little on crypto. You make some money, oh, put a little on crypto. No. You only buy the dips. Okay, Fins, are we good? Just like just like Matt P just said. Buy the dips and hodl. When you have money, if there's nothing to buy, then you don't buy nothing. You put that shit in USD. So you're ready to go. Put it in USD. USDT. You know, and hold it over there on Celsius. But buy the dips. Right now is a dip. Still for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still dipping. Ethereum is still dipping. Cardano is definitely still dipping. Matic is not dipping. Matic is maxing out. I could totally take fucking profits off Matic right now. I'm fucking blasting on Matic. You want to know my all-time profit? Okay, look. That's my all-time profit, right? You want to know what my all-time profit on Matic is? $107%. My all-time profit on Matic is 107%. 0.18. Not including any APY that I'm getting over there on Celsius. All of you should be getting that on Celsius. Celsius, Celsius, Celsius. I can't say it enough. If you're not doing it, you need to be doing it. This has just gone down a little bit. It's no longer 10,551. If I refresh the page, it'll be totally different. And it won't be 2.36. But if Bitcoin goes up to 50, remember everybody, write this down. $53,000 Bitcoin, okay? Remember it. 53, 53, 53. Remember 5, remember 3. 53,000. Okay? 53,000. If Bitcoin goes to 53,000, my all-time profit will probably be more like $100,000. You guys hear my stomach growl? Did you guys hear that? I hope not. I got the hungries for some food, and I'm starving my ass out now. I ain't got nothing to eat right now because I'm not feeding myself. I weigh 170. I got the hungries for some food, and I gave it all to Beasley Bees. And I gave it all to Beasley Bees. All right, let's get this off here. That's sad. That all-time profit is sad. It's nothing to brag about. But we are in a dip. And remember, all of my big ones are down right now except for Matic. Except for Matic. And, I'm 158% on my crypto.com. And you guys want to know where I am on Harmony 1? Which I have a lot of. Which I should have had more of. Yeah? You guys want to see it? I couldn't have bought more. I don't want to fuck up my average on it. I'm so proud of it. Here, check this out. Pat out. Wow, Nay, you're 338% on fucking Harmony 1 during the dip. That is diversification. That is what keeps your portfolio in the positive when everything else is negative and people are fucking freaking out and selling off their crypto and shit. And you can sit there and hodl, 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 hodl. Because you diversified, because you listened to me. And if you're a Bitcoin maximalist, You're not seeing this right now. You're not seeing 338% right now. You're seeing, negative 11%. This is why we diversify, kids. Right? And this is how we do it. We don't dollar cost average. We take our money and we hold on to it and we hold it as USDT. We look for the one that we know rocks. It just happens to be down at the moment. Whatever. You need to buy right now. You'll find one. I'll help you find it. And this list over here on the left is very helpful for finding one that is down low. Plus, my ability to remember where these things ride in average, that's an important talent. You guys should try to do that. When I tell you something rides at 420, remember it. When I tell you polka dot or let's say Matic rides somewhere around $2. Cardano is supposed to ride somewhere around $2. Remember that. Those are important numbers because fucking A Cardano right now is at $1.30. You make a fucking killing. When I was talking about making a few pennies on something, Cardano's going to go up 60 fucking cents. No doubt. It's going up. 70 cents. It's going up to $2. Guaranteed it's going to blast through that. Might not be this week. It might not be this month, but it will. And you're going to make a killing on it. You're going to be so happy if you bought it at $1.30. Plenty of opportunities like that are even in the green. I mean, it's at 7.3% right now, but I'm telling you, it's still in the dip. It's in its own dip right now. It's at a low. Matic, Harmony 1 is not in a dip. By all means. That should be obvious. That's not a dip. But I've had this up to fucking 600% before. I've had double this with the same amount. So, Harmony 1's going to go up to $1. Oh, Harmony 1's going to go up to $2. What do y'all think? I don't know. You can guess for yourselves. I'm hodling all of it. I'm just watching. I'm trying to trade to make a little bit of gains here and there when I need to, but I don't want to have to need to. I want to have enough money in the bank so I can hodl and just let my blood pressure settle down. That's what works for me. I'm a low blood pressure kind of guy. That's what I need in my life. Dude, that'd be funny if there was like some subvert website, a group on Facebook of people that watch the show. And it was just called like Troll Nay, and there was like a scoreboard running in the group that you could access like on a website or something. And for every time you got me to say certain things or to react a certain way to something that you did, you get a certain point, and there's like this giant pool, that you're competing for. Maybe that's what that board of people is that comes in here every once in a while. Storage is now $1.70. It was $1.69.9 before, I believe. It's up to $1.70. It's 705. AVAX is 106. Harmony 1's 20 cents. Phantom is $1.50. Solana is $1.85. Matic is $2.14. Eagle 304. It's going down a little bit. Remember, I got Eagle at 265. VRA is 0.036 cents. Hey, Paul H. What's up, Paul H? I hope you're doing well. Everybody remember $53,000 Bitcoin. Set your notifications. Right? So, I'll pull up like... um, pull up like one of your apps. You could do it on like CoinMarketCap. Select Bitcoin, and then over on the far right in CoinMarketCap, select alerts, and you want to add an alert, so click Add Alert, and I want it at 53. So I'll set it, instead of 53, I'll set it at 50. I want to know at 51. Fucking tell me at 51. I want to know if it goes below 45, right? All right. All right, so now I'll turn the alerts on. So if it goes below 45, let me know. And if it goes above 51, let me know. I'll get a fucking alert on my phone. So I'll know, and maybe I'll have money at that point to throw down on Bitcoin if it goes down to 51. I mean, I put 51, and that's above, no, 45. It's at 48 right now. It goes to 45. And we're thinking the bottom's going to be 41 if it does this. Right? If it goes up, it's going to go up to 53 is what we're looking for. So I'm going to get alerted no matter what, either way, on my phone, which is great. There's always something positive every Screamcast. Live Scream. Live Scream Loudcast. Now you're confusing me. Now you're calling it a Screamcast. Live Scream Loudcast. It's confusing for people. This is the problem. I knew. I saw this coming. There's this one called Cadena. There's one called Bora. Apenift. Arweave. These are all doing about 23 to 25% positive walk-ups. Market will go up in New Year. Freaking Oracle. Look at this drop. People pulling their money out to buy their kids Christmas presents. They're feeling the heat. LSRC. Griffin, what does LSRC mean? Loud Scream. Live Scream. Now I'm confused. Live Scream. It's Live Scream Loudcast. Loudcast. Loud. I'm confused now. Live Scream Loudcast. Live Scream Loudcast, bro. Not RC. Her top 10 metaverse coins last night. Yeah. You know, Sean Benson did a top. We're going to watch that video next, actually. Let's watch it. He did top coins to 15x. And, we're totally going to watch it, babe. funny. 5 crypto coins gearing up to 15x.
If you were chasing 5, 10, 50x gains in crypto, you should be hoping and praying the market dips again. Because this recent baby dip that we had in the market has provided a golden opportunity to literally steal gains from people who don't know what's going on. Because people have been paper handing some altcoins that are already bouncing back by double digits and are not slowing down over the next few months. In this video, we're going to discuss what's going to happen in the markets next. What are the new narratives that will pump some coins massively that you need to be watching for January? And also what is going on with the metaverse, which has sold off a lot, and will it be bouncing back stronger, or is the narrative dead? And just before we get started, I just want to mention that you should, if you were thinking about it, make sure to join this free Discord, this syndicate that I've named it, because I want it to be inclusive for all of crypto, not just this channel that we've built here. I do some market updates that I just go more in depth about what I'm thinking about in the market. It's a great place to be where you can talk to other people in crypto about coins that you're investing in or thinking about investing in. And just generally, it's a great place to learn more about what's going in the market. And really, we're coming up close to like 10,000 members or something like that. So I will be closing it soon because already the chat is starting to get a little bit hectic. So make sure you join before it does close. So as you can see, the market is starting to regain some of its momentum. Most altcoins are up by 5, 10, 15%. By no means are we out of the woods yet. In the short term, Bitcoin could get rejected at 53K or 55K. And if you look at the Bitcoin chart of the last month, you can see that Bitcoin is still under this downward trend line that it has established since around the beginning of November a month ago. The upside, though, is based on on-chain data, such as how much ETH is being accumulated by whales right now, and other stuff I've been talking about in more detail in our free Discord, and we'll be talking about in the next couple of days. Things do look bullish in the medium and long term over the next few months, even if the next couple of weeks and last couple of weeks have been a bit shaky. And that's what I'm focused on, the medium and long term, because I think that the next few months are going to be some of the most bullish months for crypto so far, with so many opportunities to make a fortune. But if you time it wrong and get in the wrong coins, you could also lose your shirt. Preparing now is crucial, and doing your research now is most important. And I can't stress the importance of understanding what narratives are coming and getting your positions in the right narratives that will play out over the last leg of the bull run, because that will be the biggest factor. If you look at a coin like Polkadot, for instance, it had been riding high just a few weeks ago leading up to the release of parachains. And I'm not saying that parachains are all hype and no substance. Quite the opposite. I think there are some of the best layer 1 technology, and I will be buying loads of DOT in the bear market because I think it's one of the best systems out there. But in order to make money during this cycle, you can't ignore what I was saying on this channel multiple videos a few weeks ago, back when I actually talked about taking profits around $50 when everyone else was jumping in and saying it's going to 150 by December. It's because no event in crypto during this market, no matter how fundamentally sound long term, can possibly live up to the hype that's built around it in the short term. So even the most fundamentally sound projects, no matter what they are going to have this sell-off with so much hype built into it. So if you're looking to maximize your gains, you must first understand the broader reasons why crypto is pumping so you can take your profits at the best time. You don't have to be right all the time. I've got many calls wrong, but I'm still way up because overall I follow a system and get more calls right than I get wrong. Bitcoin is what controls the market this cycle. 95% of altcoins mirror what Bitcoin does day to day. That's led to sell-offs in the short term, but will be very bullish when one key thing happens. That's Bitcoin breaking above this trend line. As you can see, it's very similar to what we saw at the start of October or start of September, and that played out all the way through September, where we had this downward trend from around 52K down to around 40K, and then as soon as it was able to break out of this trend line and had a big jump up and was able to sustain it, then it had a massive rally from there. So as soon as we see that thing play out here, and I'm not talking about it touching the line or going up to, let's say, 55K in the next few days and then maybe getting dragged back down. I mean, a sustained run up to maybe around 60K.
I'm so glad I noticed that.
Pump like we often see when coins break out of these trends. They often have big moves up. So as soon as Bitcoin can turn this resistance into its new support, that's when we're going to see the next big move up towards 70K for Bitcoin. And you want to watch this like a hawk, because as soon as Bitcoin flips this trend, altcoins are going to fly off the handle. And I think we're going to see a big move from Bitcoin over the next few weeks. And if the next pump is to only, let's say, 65k, that would be a little bit worrying, because then we would be looking at repeating the situation we saw here, where we kind of had a slowdown in terms of beating the new all-time high, and then eventually the first time we didn't really beat it after a big consolidation, that's when we had signs of weakness in the market and then a big consolidation. So if the next pump only takes us up to around 65k, it may be a sign that this is about to play out again, which would be bearish. But I think we're going to be looking at a situation by the end of December, early January, where the next all-time high is definitely above the previous one, based on the more bullish on-chain data that we'll look at a little bit later, than what we were seeing back here. Being able to predict what's going to happen next is what you want to be aiming for. Of course, no one can predict everything, but looking at what's happened before and then using the same logic for other coins, or the same coin when something similar happens in the future, allows you to get a lot more right than you get wrong. As long as you're patient and you don't sell whenever you're down 5% and it goes a little bit wrong in the short term. For example, as long as Bitcoin stays above 50k for the majority of time between now and the end of January, even if it doesn't really pump at all, which I think is very unlikely, that's just going to trade sideways for 2 months, I would still expect Ethereum to be up 50 to 100%, which is very good gains for ETH for the following reasons. We're starting to see both the on-chain and the sentiment on social media and the general narrative match up for Ethereum very similar to before it had a big pump.
Ethereum just hit 4,100, guys.
4K. On-chain data shows that Ethereum holders of 100k to 10 million worth of ETH have been accumulating ETH at a faster rate over the past couple of weeks. Whales have been buying up ETH for above 4k, showing that the largest holders, and often the ones that are ahead of the rest of us retail buyers, are more and more bullish on ETH than they have been in months. It's also worth noting that during the recent dip, Ethereum actually dipped less than Bitcoin, and so far it has recovered more. And this partly explains the second bullish sign for Ethereum, which is that it has consolidated less than Bitcoin and has also recovered faster since the dip. This is very bullish for both Ethereum and also bullish for the rest of the market, because why would whales be buying ETH at all-time highs if they expected Bitcoin to continue to sell off, because that would just crash the entire market and eventually crash Ethereum as well. And my theory is perhaps that the intention of the Bitcoin crash, while of course to scoop up some cheap Bitcoin, was also to shake up the altcoin market to get some cheap deals on Ethereum, Luna, ADA, AVAX and Polygon, which I think will be some of the biggest gains for large caps over the next few months. It's also worth noting that Ethereum is continuing to match Bitcoin's run in 2017 as Raoul Pal, and my theory is perhaps that the intention of the Bitcoin crash, while of course to scoop up some cheap Bitcoin, was also to shake up the altcoin market to get some cheap deals on Ethereum, Luna, ADA, AVAX and Polygon.
Did you hear that? He said Cardano. Polygon, we should write all those down. Luna. Are we watching Luna? I don't know if we are. I don't think we are. No. We need to add Luna to the fucking list, bro. Holy shit. Luna USD. Okay, there it is. It's at $65.73. And it's 20% up for over its 24 hour. So he's spouting them off really fast right there, man. But as far as I'm concerned, those are all the ones that I'm on, bro. You know, Ethereum, Cardano, Polygon. He said Luna, and what else?
To get some cheap deals on Ethereum, Luna, ADA, AVAX and Polygon.
AVAX and Polygon. So that's it, man. I got it. I'm on all of those, man. And Polygon is Matic. I am all over it. It's one of my biggest holdings underneath Bitcoin. So you know, it's funny is he didn't go into let me just see. Avalanche. Oh, let's just keep listening, man. He's going to go into detail on all this stuff. I love his analysis. I hope you guys enjoy this guy. Meg Z, hello. Hippie Chick, 88. Yeah, Cardano. Hippie Chick, Cardano, 88. We're watching it right now. It's at $1.30. I would totally grab it.
Which I think will be some of the biggest gains for large caps over the next few months. It's also worth noting that Ethereum is continuing to match Bitcoin's run in 2017, as Raoul Pal continues to remind us. And while this is a bit of a coincidence and it's not a metric that I'm heavily weighing and expecting to play out till the end of the cycle, it does make sense why this happens, because the Ethereum network is growing at a similar pace relative to the market cap that Bitcoin was at back in 2017. Of course, ETH is a much bigger market cap, but also there's a lot more users doing different things like NFTs and DeFi on the network as well. But often even more gains are made by the smaller narratives that are connected to the larger narrative that very few people are looking at. For example, Polygon is of course a scaling solution for Ethereum that has a smaller market cap than Ethereum and therefore can increase potentially a lot more.
That bitch was at 233 when he was looking at it.
To happen. I think that Polygon is the number one candidate to benefit from the potential hype around ETH
right now
over the next couple of months. Of course, we have covered before how in the same time ETH was going up by a factor of 2, Polygon was going up by a factor of 8 from around 30 cent up to a high of around 240 or 250. Why? Because the higher the price of Ethereum gets, the more that it's traded, the higher the price of Ethereum fees, and then people get a renewed interest in scaling solutions and they start pouring their ETH profits into Polygon, which is why we see it pump at a similar time. And I think Harmony will also benefit to a lesser extent. We've been talking about Polygon for ages, and I think it's finally going to start its next big run. We're at 2 or 3 X's from here. Polygon also has its ZK Summit coming up, which is generating headlines and boosting the price as people expect major announcements. But I don't think it's going to lead to a big sell-off afterwards. I think there will be some consolidation, but not 30 or 50% like we've seen with other projects, because it's not as hyped up as other coins events have been. Much bigger news, though, is the fact that Silicon Valley venture capitalists are starting to invest tens of millions into Matic, which I think is only the beginning because it's the most useful ETH scaling solution and it's the default that a large chunk of the network now runs on. Investors like Sequoia Capital and Steadview Capital are eyeing an investment in the Ethereum Layer 2, and this just goes to show that venture capitalists, which usually get into projects as early as they can, still believe that they're getting into Polygon early, which I also think is well, because even though it does have quite a large market cap compared to where it was a few months ago, or really compared to where it was a year ago, it's completely blown up. It's still very, very early because it is the #1 scaling solution for Ethereum. So the more Ethereum grows, the more the Polygon will exponentially. I'm also bullish on Avalanche. Avalanche is another project that's going to be benefiting from the higher fees from Ethereum as the bull market gets deeper.
It's 106 right now.
And also the hype around Ethereum increases as well. It's also making new partnerships with massive companies such as Deloitte, and also there's a lot more projects launching on the network and a lot more use cases being developed as well, which is just going to grow the ecosystem a lot more. And the greater the demand for AVAX, the more the price will skyrocket, and also the more hype will be generated around it, which also boosts the price as well. Right now, Avalanche is just starting to recover from its sell-off, but the chart looks a lot worse over the last month or so than it is in reality. We've talked about before how there would likely be some sort of a cool-off of Avalanche, time to accumulate more perhaps, similar to what happened after Solana's early run here, where it went from around $40 up to around 70 and then came back down to around 150. Now, Solana had the benefit of not having a major market correction.
It's 185 right now,
down,
Solana.
Which is why the graph doesn't look as bad as a major dip down to like $120 or $100. That is more like what the Avalanche graph looks like. But you can be sure that Solana would look very similar if it had had this run-up, its first run-up, at the same time that AVAX did. But just because Avalanche consolidated a lot in the short term doesn't mean that it's not going to go much higher like Solana did over the next couple of months. And in reality, it would have been better if Solana had dipped more because it would have been a better deal. I think we're going to have a big run fueled by the hype around the cost-effective NFTs and the more effective cost of being able to launch on the network, and of course the lower transactions as well, which is going to boost Avalanche over the next few months. I've seen a lot of negative sentiment from some people about the metaverse. A lot of people recently bought in at all-time highs, and it's very painful to see your investment lose 40% in a week. But it seems that there's an epidemic of smooth brains on crypto Twitter who thinks it's a good idea to buy coins for the first time when they're going parabolic and then sell after you've lost 5 or 10%. I've seen the metaverse compared to meme coins like Doge and Shiba and they're the bigger ones. There's a lot, smaller, worse ones than them as well. And that really completely misses the point. Meme coins have no intrinsic value whatsoever. They're fun in the short term. You can buy them and maybe you double your money in one day. It's like going to the casino. But the metaverse will be a multi-trillion-dollar asset class in 10 years' time. Right now, as you can see, the total is only around $40 billion, which makes it probably the most undervalued group of crypto in the entire space. Even though it's still up massively compared to where it was just a couple of months ago, and it probably will still overall 100x from here. Now that's not to say every coin is going to 100x in the next 10 years. Most of them will probably go to zero if they don't execute what their plans are, but some of the top ones will go up much more than that. The top metaverse coin 10 years from now will probably be worth $1 trillion alone. If Facebook is worth $1 trillion and the metaverse is just going to be the next frontier where social activity on the internet takes place, then why wouldn't it also be at least as valuable as Facebook is? But really, the metaverse will probably be a lot more valuable because of all the extra things you can buy and how much more integrated it will be in the day-to-day life of so many people. In all of crypto, it generally pays to focus more on long-term gains rather than short-term losses and stick to your strategy. But I think in the metaverse, it's especially important because there's a lot more certainty that it's a question of when, not if, these coins will become super mainstream and involved in our lives, and therefore a lot more valuable than they are right now. And just as an example of this, coins we've talked about before on this channel are starting to rebound like Pegasus. Pegasus, you can watch other videos where I've covered it in more detail, but essentially it's like D-Race with better art, and it's like 5 or 10% of the current market cap of D-Race. And the amount of races on the platform is increasing exponentially. They update that statistic in the Discord from time to time.
PGX.
So while it did sell off like a lot of other coins do after its launch, which is a very, very typical pattern, I'm not exactly sure what this is about, but as you can see, now it's starting to climb, and the volume is also starting to increase, indicating more people are starting to get into the position when it's at these lower prices. And all those coins we've talked about in the metaverse and gaming crypto, I feel very confident will do well over the coming months because it has a super strong narrative, and the projects we've talked about also have strong fundamentals behind it.
37 cents when he did this.
So that's it for this video. Make sure to join the Discord because I do these market updates a few times a week where I go super.
He did,
the top metaverse coin 10 years from now will probably be worth $1 trillion alone. If Facebook is worth $1 trillion and the metaverse is just going to be the next frontier where social activity on the internet takes place, then why wouldn't it also be at least as...
Let me try Theta and Wax P, and let me try adding those. Theta and there it's $4.38. And Wax P. We want to get all these on our list, man. Wax P does not... Oh, yeah, wait, it does. It is trackable. Wait. And that other one, PGX? I may have been looking in the wrong place. No, I don't see it. It doesn't come up. That's too bad. Great, though. So we've added some new ones, man. Everything is in the green. The market's shooting upwards right now.
As valuable as Facebook is, but really the metaverse will probably be a lot more valuable because of all the extra things you can buy and how much more integrated it will be.
Yeah, we're following that 102
Axie. All of crypto
Axie
generally pays to focus more on long-term gains rather than short-term losses and stick to your strategy. But I think in the metaverse it's especially important because there's a lot more certainty that it's a question of when, not if, these coins will become super mainstream and involved in our lives, and therefore a lot more valuable than they are right now. And just as an example of this, coins we've talked about before on this channel are starting to rebound like Pegasus. Pegasus, you can watch other videos where I've covered it in more detail, but essentially it's like D-Race with better art, and it's like 5 or 10% of the current market cap of D-Race, and the amount of races on the platform is increasing exponentially.
Come up.
They update that statistic in the Discord from time to time.
That's too bad, isn't
so
it?
while it did sell off like a lot of other coins do after its launch, which is a very, very typical pattern, I'm not exactly sure what this is about, but as you can see, now it's starting to climb, and the volume is also starting to increase, indicating more people are starting to get into the position when it's at these lower prices. And all those coins we've talked about in the metaverse and gaming crypto probably will still overall 100x from here. Now that's not to say every coin is going to go in the entire space, even though it's still up massively compared to where it was just a couple months ago, and it probably will still overall 100x from be a multi-trillion-dollar asset class in 10 years time. Right now, as you can see, the total is only around $40 billion, which makes it probably the most undervalued group of crypto in the entire space, even though it's still up massively compared to where it was just a couple months ago, and it probably will still overall 100x from here.
Okay, so he said this coin will 100x, and then he says it's the entire group of metaverse coins, and he never names the coin that he says is going to 100x. He just shows, Decentraland Mana at the top, Axie Infinity, Sandbox, Theta, Engine Coin, Wax P. He's showing those on screen as metaverse coins. Isn't that funny? And he never says.
Now that's not to say every coin is going to 100x in the next 10 years. Most of them will probably go to zero if they don't execute what their plans are.
Then he says most of them are going to go to zero.
But some of the top ones will go up much more than that. The top metaverse coin 10 years from now will probably be worth $1 trillion alone.
Well, what the top metaverse coin right now is, you've got it on 26, 27, 28, 29. I don't understand. Which one's the top one?
If Facebook is worth $1 trillion and the metaverse is just going to be the next
I'm confused.
frontier where social activity on the internet takes place, then why wouldn't it also be at least as valuable as Facebook is? But really, the metaverse will probably be a lot more valuable because of all the extra things you can buy and how much more integrated it will be in the day-to-day life of so many people. In all of crypto, it generally pays to focus more on long-term gains rather than short-term losses and stick to your strategy. But I think in the metaverse, it's especially important because there's a lot more certainty that it's a question of when, not if, these coins will become super mainstream and involved in our lives, and therefore a lot more valuable than they are right now. And just as an example of this, coins we've talked about before on this channel are...
So Pegaxy, I don't know where to purchase that one at, so let's look at that one, PGX. I'll pull that one up on CoinMarketCap. Okay, search PGX, Pegaxy. It's 37 cents right now. I'll add it to my watch list, and now while we're here, we'll click on market and see where it's available. PGX, Pegaxy. It's only available on Polygon and QuickSwap. It's all Polygon. So it's only available in these two places, man. It's fucking crazy. You have to have these Polygon wallets, I guess, exchanges. Kyber DMM, Dodo, it looks like, and QuickSwap. Let me make the page bigger. Yeah. Kyber DMM, Dodo, and QuickSwap. That's the only place you can get PGX. And really, it looks like the only place worth getting it is Kyber, because Dodo is way more expensive. Huh. Very interesting, though. What do you guys think? You ever heard of this exchange? Oh, you've heard of QuickSwap, bro? QuickSwap. QuickSwap. Is that a phone app? Is that on the Play Store shit? God, my phone operates so slow here at my house. When I'm in Orlando at my mom's house, my phone's like bam, 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 bam. As soon as I press shit, dude. You know, live streaming, it's fucking awesome. Out here, it's, you never know what you're gonna get. Okay, so, Matic Network, yeah, DMM.exchange. Let me just see if it's available here. Quick swap. I want to get Pancake Swap. I haven't used that one yet. FTX, formerly. Is it F? This is not it. It just says install this one. Isn't that weird? Quick swap doesn't come up. That's weird. Le Bank. No, thank you. Le Bank. Le Bank. Is that only on the internet? Pancake Swap, you just go to their website for that one? Because I don't see it in the Play Store. This one says DMM.exchange. Their website, DMM.exchange. Kyberswap.com. Kyberswap. Does that one come up? DMM Exchange is now Kyberswap. FTX comes up again. No Kyberswap. Huh. You use it through MetaMask. It says swap now. Connect wallet. What, dude? That easily? Get the fuck out of here, bro. This shit's that easy? Dude, is it not? Is QuickSwap not KyberSwap? Kyber DMM Polygon. What the fuck did I click on, dude? Nobody can tell me. You guys can't tell me. You guys can't tell me. Tell me. Why am I on this page? Oh, this was the markets. Oh, I clicked on the markets. That's what I did. Oh, that's the market to purchase. I got it. Poly Network for quick without. Oh. What's the website, Oracle? This one, I can get it through this, man. I got no theory. Okay, I got some scale. I got some storage. I got some seller. I got some crow. I got some engine. Dude. I got like thousands of dollars of crypto that I don't think I have tracked here. I think my portfolio is even bigger than I thought it was. I think I just found some crypto, son. Oh, no. I'm tracking this stuff. I see what I'm looking at. I'm good. Yeah, I'm tracking all that. Swap now, it says. All right. Let's say I want to swap some Pegasus. What was it? I forgot what it's called. PGX. No results found for PGX. You motherfucking liars. Why do you suck so bad? I don't understand. Why did they send me to this frickin'... Oh, wait, am I on the wrong network? Hold, please. Polygon network. Ah. Hold, please. Hold on. The network details for this chain ID do not match our records. Dude, it was sent to me by fucking... I went directly from the link from fucking... Let me click on this. It says... They say the records are different. Verifying custom network information. So I'm clicking on that. When a website requests you add a custom network to MetaMask, you're presented with information MetaMask will use to interact with the network. MetaMask performs some basic validation of this information and will warn you if anything seems wrong or unusual. MetaMask will also prevent the same network from being added more than once. However, MetaMask does not verify custom networks. And even if MetaMask validation checks out, the network could be malicious or misrepresented by the website that requested it. It's your responsibility to verify this network. This is how you do it. Huh. This confirmation shows that the network information that the website provided, there's no guarantee that this information is correct. Therefore, you should trust the information to the same degree that you trust the website. Huh. Kyber swap. I don't like it. I don't understand. It's bullshit, dude. Why did... It's Polygon, that's why. Because I need to switch to the Polygon network. I need to just switch to it, do it and not be scared. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm switching to Polygon, man. I'm taking the big leap. I just thought maybe PGX. There it is. That's cool, man. There's PGX. I took the leap of faith, man. I'm proud of myself. So PGX right now is on. We're not able to track it there. I have to look at PGX on CoinMarketCap. Overview. Okay, it's 38 cents right now. What? How the fuck is that possible? How was it 38 cents there? This is not working right. This is showing me the wrong price. 1 day. Oh, that's over the 1 day. I'm looking over the 1 day movement. Okay, that might be the problem. There was this giant spike. Okay, there it is. There was a giant spike where it went up to fucking over $2. And then it all sold off. And then it got up to 65 cents. And then it rode along from, it went up from 50 cents and it dropped down to 45 cents, 40 cents. Dude, if you were going to purchase this shit, this would be the time to purchase it, actually. You saved 28 cents. I would have to purchase, I guess, something. I'd need Matic in here to do this. And I don't have any Matic. And there's no way I'm fucking buying Matic at 218. Maybe I could transfer some in, you know, from one of my wallets. Quick swap on Twitter. Oh, thank you, buddy. Cool, I'll check it out. All right, you guys, you take care, and I will see you this afternoon around 1 o'clock. Thanks so much for watching. Hope y'all had fun. Love y'all. Bye now.